Hello and welcome to the show called One Step. When we think about inspirations, what comes to mind? Now let's break it down. Inspiration. In the context of, let's say, discovering out of this world ideas, inspiration refers to the process of being mentally stimulated to create or possibly conceptualize innovative and unconventional thoughts. Now, inspiration is often referred to as a sudden burst of creativity, a unique perspective, or the connection of seemingly unrelated concepts. Inspiration can come from various sources, such as experiences, observations, art, for some literature, science, or even everyday life. So the thought and the idea came to me. I'm amazed by the ideas that directors, writers, musicians, various artists are able to just create and create in such a fascinating way that it's impressively impressive, if I may use those two words repeatedly. When seeking out this world idea, individuals often draw inspiration from unconventional sources, and you all know what I'm talking about, or challenge conventional thinking. This could involve thinking beyond the norm, questioning assumptions, and exploring possibilities that might seem fantastical or futuristic. Think about it. The process of inspiration often leads to the generation of ideas that break away from conventional boundaries, pushing the limits of our small yet creative imaginations. In the context of discovering ideas that are considered out of this world, individuals might find inspiration by, let's say, cross-disciplinary exploration. What I mean by this, drawing ideas from different fields and merging them in a unique way. Here's another one. Observing nature. Nature often presents awe-inspiring and extraordinary patterns that can spark also creative thinking. Science fiction and fantasy, another one. Exploring speculative and imaginative realms presented in literature, movies, my favorite, or other artistic form. Let's look at another one. Problem solving. What is problem solving? Pretty much addressing real world challenges with innovative and unconventional solutions. And here's another one that I'm super fascinated by. Dreams and imaginations. Tapping into the subconscious mind to uncover unconventional ideas, as one would put it. And the last one, cultural and historical perspectives, which is exploring diverse cultures and historical periods for unconventional insights. Today, I want to talk about a fascinating, very old TV show called The Jetsons. Now, if you are like me, who was caught up back in the day with cartoons, which is probably pretty much what most kids would be caught up with. But the Jetsons is interesting. Now, before I get ahead of myself, the basic topic or reasoning of this script is about the message in movies and TV shows. Why is it that TV shows tend to seemingly hold intriguing thoughts and ideas when it comes to the future? And I'll prove my point. The Jetsons is, because I think it's probably still on TV somewhere if you dig deep to find it. The Jetsons is an animated TV series created by an individual called Hanna-Barbera. And listen to this. The Jetsons was first aired in 1962. Now, I wasn't born then, and I'm not quite sure the details as to what television was. Some would say it's a big square box. The show is set in a futuristic world and revolves around the daily lives of the Jetsons family. Here's a summary. The cartoon, which ties to technology and future innovations. Now here's so the overview is this. The Jetsons portray a utopian future where technology has advanced significantly. And again, may I emphasize, the film was first aired in 1962. So making everyday lives highly automated and futuristic. That's literally what the family's home, the environment was carved out of. The show primarily follows the Jetsons family, which includes George, the father. And let me just, before I get ahead of myself, let me just quickly pop this up. Now, this is George, the father. Jane, the mother. Let's find Jane here. This is Jane, beautiful Jane. So that's Jane. And Judy, the daughter. Let's find Judy. So y'all get a look here. Oh, this is Judy. And Elroy, the son. This is Elroy. For those who have never seen the cartoon, like I have to show you guys the characters. And Rosie, the robot maid. Oh, this is Rosie. Still, well, obviously would have been the depiction of a black nanny or a black maid, black servant. If you look closely, you can probably quickly make that observation. Because we all know what was happening in 1962 and beyond. Right? The family resides in the Skypad apartment in the Sky City of Orbit City. Now, let's look at the key technological aspects of this film, which was heard in 1962. If my math is correct, it's probably like 62, 63 years, somewhere there about. Ago that is. The Jetsons commute in a flying car. Remember? Flying car. Same image I have right there. Alright. So the Jetsons commute in flying car back then, reflecting a futuristic transportation system that has eliminated traditional roadways. This anticipates the idea of personal flying vehicles, which to this day is still a concept being explored. And this film was made in 1962. George would get out of his car. If you all watch the film, after getting to his destination, that is, and it would just fold up into a suitcase. Very convenient. Just walk away with. Just like that. And if you are following technological growth in this present day and age, you must observe by now that one, we're trying to come up with EVs, which is a car that is literally run by a battery, not so much an engine anymore that's on oil and gas. And there are demo flying cars right now. There are demo flying cars right now as we speak. Let's move back on. Remember, the point of this script is this. There is always some futuristic message or future prediction in movies and TV show. And the Jetsons has literally outlined what was then and what is happening right now in the year 2024. Let's read on a little bit more. Another depiction in the film called The Jetsons, or TV show called The Jetsons, was robotics and automations. And let me see if I have anything here. But yeah, fine. Let's hold on to that for now. The Jetsons family rely heavily on robots for various tasks. Again, first aired in 1962. Rosie, let's find a picture of Rosie here. And that's Rosie right there. Rosie, the robotic maid, was one of the central characters in the film back then, showcasing the prevalence of automation in their life. And in 62, this reflects the increasing role of robotics and artificial intelligence right this day. Y'all don't believe me? Look it up. China, the US, all in a race to come up with the most convenient robotic technology to present in today's day and age. And if you dig deeply into other companies, like for example, we look at Amazon. Right now, Amazon wants to replace all its staff with robotics to stock and store their items. Let's look at another thing that was also known in the film Jetsons back then: instant food preparation. The show features a food replicator that instantly produces meal at a push of a button. This anticipates the concept of instant and automated food preparation technologies that we see evolving today. Remember, the topic and the idea of the script is the messages in films and TV shows. And I'm gonna blow your mind with literally another one. Hold on to that picture right there. Video communication. Remember, the film was in 1962, and this is mom video conferencing back then. The character frequently uses video communication devices for conversation in the films. This mirrored the contemporary use of video calls and conferencing, highlighting the show's forward-thinking portrayal of communication technology. And what do we have today? Smartphones. We literally video conference each other for the most part. And this was aired in 1962. Now, if you just flip what mom is doing right now and just put your iPhone there, or your Android phone, it's literally what she's doing. Nobody had any phones back then, or had any idea of phones being able to do this at all. And this was all happening in the Jetsons. Film made in 1962. Let's move on. Another depiction: space travel. Now, Orbit City is depicted as a city in the sky, suggesting a level of space travel and space colonization. While we haven't reached this stage in reality, the idea aligns with the ongoing interest in space exploration. And if you all know what Elon Musk is doing, and this is developer, this is Tesla's owner, CEO, and not just him, even Jeff Bezos. They are all trying to get themselves in space and colonize space, and the US too as well, and probably all countries are trying to do this as we speak. Again, these ideas were all conceptualized in the cartoon TV shows back in the 60s called the Jetsons. Y'all think I'm going crazy here, right? I bet y'all think I'm going crazy. Now here's another depiction. Smart homes. Smart homes. Let's go back here. Now, the Jetsons family's home is equipped with various smart technologies, showcasing an interconnected and automated living environment. This is reminiscent of the current trend towards smart homes with integrated technologies for convenience and efficiency. Again, this was in the film Jetsons back in the 1960s. The other theme and relevance, the Jetsons reflect a society where technology advancements have streamlined daily life, presenting both conveniences and challenges. The show back then placed emphasis on futuristic technologies aligned with society's ongoing fascination with innovation and the potential of consequences of rapid technology progress. Now, I'll close off by saying, pay attention to movies, TV shows, and the likes, because I'm going to dig a bit further into other films, but I figured I will start off with the basic one, the Jetsons, and how the Jetsons literally predicted, organized, structured, and literally told us what the future was going to be like in real time. And so it was. So it was then in the cartoon, and so it is now. My name is Joe, and I crazy babble on these ideas. But are they really crazy? Are they really crazy? Thank you for joining, my people. You have a good day. Stay tuned for more. My name is Joel Bennett. This is One Step. Let's talk about the journey. Y'all have an amazing day, and bye.